Grammy Award-winning American rockers Evanescence are down under on tour. The band have sold a total of 31 million albums, making them one of the best-selling hard rock and metal artists of all time.
And yesterday I got to catch up with their awesome lead singer, Amy Lee. And the superstar, the rock god that is Amy Lee from Evanescence joins us now from Brizzy. Amy, you're at Australia touring. This is your first arena tour in 11 years. We've missed you. What can we expect?
Oh my God.
I know,
really?
right?
In Australia?
Yeah.
Man, last time we were here was 2018. And we got to play the Opera House, which was rad.
That's a little different, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it was a completely different version of our show. So we're really excited to be back here. Yes.
What do you love about touring here?
Oh, the people. And, you know, it's cool when you go somewhere that you only get to come to every few years, and there's time in between, but you've come a lot of times, like you have memories of the last time you came or the first time that you came, and they really stand out in your mind. And I don't know, we have a habit of trying to like repeat, like, oh, let's go back to that one restaurant we found a million years ago and do the same things we always do. Let's get a meat pie.
Very touristy, very touristy. I mean, it's 20 years, though, since the release of your album, Fall, and it was a very personal album for you at the time. That album is getting new generations of fans that come into your show. How does that feel that it still resonates, that personal album for you?
Oh, great. This is a big year. It's an anniversary year, so 20 years since Fallen this year. So there has been more focus on it, again, in a cool way. We've been through so much together. I think the biggest thing that I feel about all of that is really about the journey for us, for me, and through the band, but also with our fans. You know, we've all lived a lot of life in that time, and it makes the songs more meaningful. You know, it's not really just about like the initial meaning so much anymore. It's become something just so much bigger, you know, because we've had so much time together. And new fans, you always want new fans. Come on.
That's the goal. Everyone's welcome into the tent. I find it interesting, though, with a lot of songs like that, when you're a songwriter and you have an iconic song or an iconic album, you put it out into the world, and even though it's personal, it sort of has different meanings. You've got to let it go. Is that odd when you see people have they put their own sort of life experience on your music and your words?
I think that's really cool. I've always thought that's really, really cool. Because we do get a lot of fans that come to us and just really want to share their story and the story of what the song meant to them or how it got them through that time. It just adds for me to it's kind of proof the beauty of music. You know, we're kind of vessels in this thing. We get to make something and then let it fly and let it become something more than just about us. I think that's the best part about it.
And the video for Bring Me to Life has just reached 1 billion YouTube views. This is really, you know, heightened air up here. You've got Guns N' Roses have done it, Nirvana, now you. How are you feeling about that?
It's awesome. I mean, it's crazy. There's a lot of milestones that have been happening lately with the first record. I never thought back then, I couldn't have imagined how far we've come and that we were here now, still making music we love and earning new fans. Man, 20 years. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so grateful.
It is a beautiful thing, but what I love about your music too is that I could also see the ripple effect that it's had on other musicians and younger musicians coming up as well now. And do you think, like, wow, I never thought, you know, if you look back on 20 years ago, that you would be the influencer now?
No. No. No, I mean, that video that you're watching, I was 21 years old. So at the time for me, I you know, very much felt like the kid, you know, the newbie, the one who was so inspired by so many who came before me, and felt like I couldn't believe that, you know, it was happening. I was just right out of high school. So it is a really cool thing now to be in this phase where I do see and I can, it's hard to accept. It's like, no. And then finally you're like, I have to take this seriously, you're telling me that you were inspired by it, and now you've become an awesome artist yourself? Like, that's incredible. It's still a little bit crazy.
It's not crazy to all your fans out there. We love having you back in Australia. Welcome back, Amy. Great to see you.
Thanks. Great to be here.
Isn't she charming? Evanescence
Sure
tour
is.
has kicked off. Head to the website on screen for details.
Great chat.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and
What's my name again?
oh my God, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?